And I approve this message.
Sounds like Vegas.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? I'm your host, Paco, and you're listening to Occupy the Media, which is what we do best here. Don't forget to check me out, Facebook, Paco Elijah, and on YouTube, Paco757, and Twitter, Occupy the MSM. Okay, so we want to keep on jumping into some headlines here. We got one from InfoWars. Bill allows IRS to revoke Second Amendment rights by stealth. Let's see. There are 2 attacks on gun ownership in this bill. The text of the bill, all 1,676 pages of it, can be found here, and there's a link. The first attack on the right to bear arms is found on page 1323. The Secretary may modify, suspend, or terminate a special permit or approval if the Secretary determines that the person who was granted the special permit or approval has violated the special permit or approval or the regulations issued under this chapter in a manner that demonstrates that the person is not fit to conduct the activity authorized by the special permit or approval, or the special permit or approval is unsafe. And the ambiguous language that the Congress so loves to employ in all things unconstitutional, we can translate that to the parental favorite because I said so. Basically, if we say that you can't have the permit or it's not worthy of you having it, then that's what we're going to say. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to take away your right. The second attack on gun ownership is more subtle. Let's see here. There's a stream of logic that you have to follow. Let's see. First, if the bill passes, the IRS will have the authority to take away the passports of those whom they say owe more than $50,000 in taxes. The tax debt doesn't have to be proven, mind you. The IRS simply has to accuse you of owing the money. You can find this section on page 1447 of the bill. When your passport is revoked by the government, you are suddenly on the no-fly list. Membership in the no-fly club puts you on yet another list as a potential domestic terrorist. Domestic terrorists are not allowed to have guns. Let's see here. Don't believe me? Listen to Rahm Emanuel gloat of it. He states, if you are known as maybe a possible terrorist, you cannot buy a handgun in America. And they got a little video link there. And let's see here. Moving ahead for progress in the 21st century is choke full of new ways to take away our personal freedoms. The bill would require stalker boxes on our vehicles, puts a huge number of restrictions on travel and transportation within the U.S., allows the government to revoke documents and licenses in ambiguous language, and is, in essence, nearly 1,700 pages of new restrictions. So, let's see here. The bill was sponsored by Barbara Boxer, co-sponsored by Max Baucus of Montana, James Inhofe of Oklahoma, and David Vitter of Louisiana. So, yeah, more congressmen, more politicians not listening to the people, not taking care of us, but instead protecting themselves because they just need more reasons to take people's guns away. I found out here in California we don't have the open carry anymore, and I wanted to get mine when I moved out here. And when I was going to or about to, I found out that they basically shut that down. So to my knowledge, we're not able to carry guns out here in California anymore. We did have open carry, and I'm from Virginia, and out there you can carry guns for sure. They got their right. They're keeping their rights out there when it comes to the Second Amendment anyways. And Virginia did just basically reject NDAA as well. So that's some good news. We need more states to step up to the plate and don't get punked by the federal government. You know, we got to punk them basically. You know, we're the majority, not them. It's 50 of us, 50 states. There's one of them. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and jump into another headline here that I wanted to talk about. Military is shifting campaign donations. They're trying to take a little diss at Ron Paul, saying that Obama is now getting more donations than Ron Paul from the military. This was just out today at 12:51 Eastern Time on CBS Local News. Traditionally, the military has supported Republicans in national elections, but that could be slowly changing as President Barack Obama is picking up support among those who defend the nation. So they're talking about just in the month of March, basically, that Barack Obama is getting more donations. So somehow that's news. When Ron Paul is winning quarter by quarter and overall is winning, and not just that, winning since back in 2008. So I don't know. It's probably just some of the people that are now getting involved in this presidential race some people might be giving their money to Obama now because they decided they're going to vote for Obama. But either way, the troops, the majority of them know that Ron Paul is the only candidate that's following the Constitution. And if anybody is sending Obama their money, they're just misled, unfortunately. And they probably just don't want Romney. I mean, Romney's getting, what, $17,000 I think they said he got for the month of March? No. Actually, I think it was less than that. He ain't picking up no money from no military troops. But they want to talk all this support to troops, and Ron Paul's crazy on foreign policy, but the troops are supporting him. And this may just be a one-month thing. We'll see. I'm pretty sure the military is still donating to Ron Paul and still going to continue to. Let's see. Also, on CNN right now, I had to pause it for a second. The Fed says economy is improving, but he's going to leave interest rates unchanged. So that's real news. Like, first of all, we know it's not improving. He's just saying that, but I'm not surprised that they're not going to change the interest rates, keep giving away cheap money for free to the bankers. What else should we expect? You and me get it at, 5 to 10%? They get it at 0 to 1%, if that. So let's see. Let's keep it moving here. What else we got? What else we got here in the news headlines today? We got a congressman that was getting assaulted by the TSA, crying foul now. So yeah, I mean, they don't care who you are, man. A congressman, you're a politician, you're nobody. You're a slave too, pretty much. You just happen to have a better room in the house, a better seat, a bigger room, bigger bed. You're still a slave, though, and they'll still throw you to the wolves if they have to. Let's see. Congressman Canseco says he was assaulted during a TSA pat-down. Let's see here. At San Antonio International Airport, they said the security agent went too far during a pat-down earlier this month. The agent was very aggressive in his pat-down. He was patting me down where no one is supposed to go, said Kasenko. It got very uncomfortable, so I moved his hand away. That stopped everything and brought in supervisors and everyone else. Man, I haven't been flying in a long time, so I haven't been going through this. This is just amazing. Let's see here. According to TSA, neither man was cited. A week later, when going through the San Antonio International Airport, Canseco was once again selected for a pat-down. I did not see it as a coincidence, he said. I asked him, why are you going to pat me down again? So we discussed it further, and after discussing it further, they patted me down. However, before the discussion was over, San Antonio Police Department officers were called to the security checkpoint area. Again, no one was cited. TSA issued the I-Team the following statement about the incident. TSA incorporates random and unpredictable security measures throughout the airport. Once a passenger enters the screening process, they must complete it prior to continuing to a flight or secure area. Canseco said his experience illustrated changes in the airport securities are needed. It is very important that Americans feel safe and secure as they travel in our nation's airways, safe and secure from acts of terrorism and all that. But I also think that the TSA sometimes gets too aggressive, and it's not just about me. It's about every American that goes through those TSA scanners. The I-Team requested video from TSA in both incidents. A TSA spokesman said our request is being reviewed. Man, the TSA is staying busy, man, because they are getting so. I mean, I can't scroll through any web page or any newspaper or articles without hearing something about TSA. It's all over the internet, man. They're violating so many people's rights and so many people, and you know, the one positive out of all this is that on a daily basis, you can rest assured that more and more people are waking up to what's going on in this country just by flying. So more and more people that are dumbed down, and the sheep, you know, the sheeple in this country, they're going to fly, and they're finding out. You know, the mothers are seeing their daughters get basically filled up on, and vice versa, and, you know, doing the same thing to the mother. And so people are witnessing it firsthand. And this is going to make more people wake up, more people get upset, and realize that it doesn't matter who's in office, who's president, and realize that Ron Paul's the only one exposing the truth. And the only one really trying to get rid of the TSA. Not enough politicians are coming out speaking against them, like Ron and his son. But anyways, we are approaching the break. We'll be finishing up the show when I get back, and you're listening to Occupy the Media.